welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, what I love about doing some interviews is when I find people that are crazy like me that come up with a new plan that you can't find anywhere. Okay? Ivan and Andrea from Blue Lime Events.
That's
Yes, sir.
correct.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you why you got into it, but first tell me what Blue Lime Events does.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having us here. We're so excited. Yes, Blue Line Events is a company. We do mostly balloons decorations. We are both professional balloon artists, and we
Is it
just
really, is it like balloon artists, is it really a thing?
Yes.
Yep.
Really?
It does exist. Yes.
Okay.
You get a certificate,
Okay.
and you become a professional balloon artist, and then of course you have to keep studying because there is like it's like a decorations is always changing, so
Right,
we
well,
keep
it's not like just blowing up balloons.
Exactly.
Okay, there's a lot
Yeah.
more to it than that.
it's more than that. It's
Yeah.
becoming like a with design, colors, shapes, measurements. Nowadays balloons are so trendy and decorations are huge, like
Well, there's a bunch
huge.
behind you. Okay.
Yeah.
So the questions that I have to ask, and I want to ask you other things, but balloons are made of different materials?
Yes, this one are made from latex, which is a material which is supposed to be more friendly, eco-friendly. And then we have like a bubbles, where more plastic. We have foil, so different types and
Do they
sizes.
stay, okay, so like most people say, balloons in a couple hours, the helium is gone and whatever.
Yes,
Will these stay longer from
it
materials?
will stay probably 24 hours.
Okay.
But that's the reason why we use more air balloon, like filled with air, not helium, because helium can grow through the latex, but air no.
Oh, okay.
The air does stay into the balloon.
And when you're making a design, I guess it's tied with some sort of thing that keeps it
Yes,
its
we
shape
use
or its design.
exactly.
Okay, so I'm guessing. Well, before even that, how long are you doing this?
Uh,
Well, we have almost 6 years working in this business,
Okay.
and we start when Andrea was pregnant.
Okay.
We arrived to this country around 7 years ago.
Oh wow.
We don't have a lot of time in the U.S., and when we arrive, we don't have a lot of money in this time, and we try to make our decoration by ourselves. She take a course, and she start with the decoration with balloons in the baby shower, and many people asking, "Oh, who made this decoration? That's beautiful. It's so beautiful, this decoration." And we found an idea. She started in Facebook, putting some stuff in Facebook, and the people start to call her.
You know, you're in the for people who know this area, you're in a shopping center with Lefties, which is
Yes.
a restaurant. So I go there, and you guys were. I did nothing about you, but someone was in your place, and you're not like a store. You really mainly use your place to
Like in a workshop.
build and stuff. So I walk in there, and you guys were busy, and it was like looking at that you were walking on a cloud because there was balloons all over the place. Okay, I guess you're getting ready to do an event.
yes.
Okay, so now you're here, and you brought us balloons. The people that came on before also brought us food. So now we have food and balloons. Do the balloons, like you see, happy birthday balloons and stuff like that, do they stay inflated longer?
Yes.
They do.
Those ones hold probably up to 5 to 8 days,
Okay, so
depending on the temperature of the room.
I got one for my birthday 2 years ago, and it lasted a year.
Oh, yes.
Now, it wasn't as strong as it was a year prior, but it lasted a year.
Yes.
And people said, that sucker's still floating. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a customer who give you a name of one of our bouquet. It was a Terminator or something like that because he
Never died. Like
he never died. The bouquet is still in his room for
like,
many
yeah,
months.
Like 6 months. Yeah. It was for Father's Day and it was Christmas and the balloons were there still.
But, so these have helium in them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're, for lack of a better word, they're free flowing.
Exactly.
Okay. So when you build other stuff, like a trellis, those are put together with air, so they stay longer, and they're put together with some kind of support. Is that right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So how do you? Okay, so I call you up and I say, "Hey, I'm having a party," and that's all I tell you. What questions are you going to ask me?
When?
Okay.
That's the
where?
first one. Yeah.
Because we need to check our agenda first of all in order to give you a quote. Because if you're not available, it doesn't make any
That's
sense,
true.
right? Then where's the occasion? Like, it's a milestone. It's a birthday for baby. It's a whatever is it. And if you have any ideas in mind, because mostly people doesn't know what to do. So I
Right.
just want art. So I say, okay, what are the measurements? By the door, by the backdrop, with cake area, where do you want? I mean, what's your vision? And I asked just send me pictures of colors because the pink for you is not the same pink for me.
Okay. Okay. Listen, I wear a pink shirt because it's okay because real men wear pink, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So, it had too many shades. So, secondly, we asked for the area that they want to decorate in order to give, like, having it, estimate how big is it.
Right.
And then from there, I start, like, drawing mock-ups for the customer, and then they let me know what is, like, they like it or not,
And somewhere in there, I'm guessing you're going to ask them their budget.
of course.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the next question.
So I tell you that all I need is a trellis arch.
Exactly.
Okay. How long notice do you need from the time? Because thank God you don't have to blow them all up by yourself without a machine.
Exactly.
Okay, but how much notice do you need to do an event?
Usually we request at least 3 weeks in advance
Okay.
because we get a lot of big events like the 4th of July of the city. We do decorate that room, and that's a huge event that requires us to be there with our team probably for 2 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bringing the balloons, inflating, and a week and a half ahead of time inflating them. So that's plus installation could be like a weekend, 2 days or something like that.
Wow.
But there are some weekends that we can make on a spot, and I try always to say yes to my customers. So
Right.
sometimes I can't
I
just.
so
She
get
never
that.
say no. She never say no.
Okay.
No.
So I'm like that too. I never say no, and it got me a heart attack and a stroke.
Okay.
And I'm saying I'm gonna retire, but then people say, "Hey, can you do this?" And yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay, that's me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's embedded in us to do that because we want to please people.
That's one of the main reasons of the things that I do is because I would like to see the face of my customer. And it's amazing when a grandma just get into the room for a baby shower and she starts just crying because she see like everything, and she can imagine like her daughter or grandson or and cry, and that makes me just feel amazing.
And you know why? In a gender reveal, sometimes we know the sex of the baby
Before
the
any-
gender,
before,
yes.
yeah, the
Before-
doctor and I.
Yes, that's happened a lot.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we fill the balloons like black balloon, big
Right.
balloon would fill the color of the gender, pink or
Or
blue.
blue.
And I gotta call the doctor. They
Find
give me the
out. So you-
authorization, and I'm the person who knows. So that's kind of personal,
Yep.
and it's the kind of things that a mother trusts us. So it's like such a great thing.
And we never
for
make a
us.
mistake.
Thank God.
Thank you.
Well, I know because we do videos, and when a video gets done and people love it, it's like it's almost like I see my kid being successful. So you got to walk into a room when you're done and say, "I did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did that." And that's kind of special, I think.
Yes.
And then you add when you see how happy the people are, those things can't be bought anyway. Okay, there's no money that can buy an expression on someone's face.
That's
Well, except if I
Yeah,
win the
that's
lottery,
right.
but I haven't won the
Exactly.
lottery yet. Can't win the lottery, so I'll take anything else I can get at that point. Okay, so obviously you're open to do almost any kind of event.
yes.
Okay. Because you're balloon artists, okay. So if I say, hey, can you make a balloon animals? Do you do that?
It's a different like specialists, I would say. Balloon animals are made with twisting balloons.
Right.
And that's for another kind of events. Like you will state the whole party or the whole event doing balloons for mostly the kids, right? So that's another like niche, so specific, and it requires mostly all of them are together with a face painter or something for kids.
Right.
So that's a specific niche, and we don't do that kind of business because we want to stay until to the party, the whole
Right.
party, the whole event. So I can do, but it's not like the things that we do at Blue Lime events.
Well, you know, it's funny because I interviewed 70,000 people in my life or more, and I'm thinking, well, you know what? I know some really crazy people that would want like an arch, and they would want regular balloons, and then on the top they'd want 2 dogs because the dogs just had puppies. That's how people are when it comes to pets. Okay?
Exactly.
So, and you can do that. It's just not something, you're not out there to do balloon animals for people.
I do the sculptures,
Right.
like the
Yeah.
big one.
Yeah,
We
big
have
one.
done
The cloud,
Aladdin, the
yeah.
clouds,
Dinosaur.
the dinosaurs.
Dinosaur.
Right.
Yes.
It's something you want to do as part of your decoration, but you don't want to be there making
Yeah.
for kids.
Exactly.
Okay. So, yeah, you're not a balloon clown.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, that's a twister. Twister.
Right.
Yeah.
Twister.
Exactly.
So, obviously, from what you're telling me, it takes time, even with a machine, because I know you don't blow these up by yourself. It takes time with a machine, even to blow these up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's time to plan because we need to know ahead of time the colors. It's not as easy as you get the balloons right away. We need to find around the country where is the supply that has like my color that I'm looking for. And then we have to plan the logistic for the date. It includes probably loading the trucks will take us 1.5 hours every Saturday, like to put together all the balloons for all the orders that we have to deliver and install. So yeah, it takes a lot of time to do balloons and logistics. We have to find like
Set
the
up
Right.
some
stairs, like people
breakdowns.
to help us, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work.
So, do you have a team?
Yeah. We mostly have installators and drivers, mostly for the weekends because that's our main
Right,
business.
that would
But
make
also we have a lot of events during the week, like grand openings. Like this week we have been 2, and tomorrow we have another one. So it's rain during the weekdays, the weekends.
Well, you know, again, as part of the chamber, we do a ton of events, and at those events, I see balloons, you know, so I get that, but I also get that most of the stuff is going to be a weekend, like birthday parties and stuff are usually weekends,
Yep.
Exactly.
I would think. Weddings are usually weekends, even though I've been seeing a lot of people being married during the week. It has a benefit being married during the week because then you don't have to invite everybody because they have to work. So you save all that money. Why not invite everybody?
That's a good
Um,
tip. Yeah.
For me, it was like, all right, I'm gonna get married. My second marriage was on Halloween, so I would never forget. And my wife now, we got married in Vegas, and of course, you know, as a guy, we don't need to. If we forgot our anniversary, we're in big trouble. So we got married in Vegas on 7/11
Wow.
because 7/11 is Vegas numbers, and I would never forget them. I would never forget them.
It's my birthday day.
What
It's my birthday day.
is it?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't wanna
Exactly.
forget
Yeah, yeah. People forget that.
That's so for you. That wouldn't be a good day because you don't really want to put 2 events together.
Yeah.
It takes away from it. But yeah, so but like I said, when I walked into your place, it was like, this is weird. This is not a business that you see everywhere.
Yeah.
And I always say, use a professional. If you don't, it'll cost you 5 times more and 10 times more in aggravation. And when I say 5 times more, it'll take you an hour to blow up a bunch of balloons. And I'm just thinking, it would take me 3 hours to do that. And I would make more money in the extra 2 hours than otherwise. And I'm stimulating the economy by paying people. Plus, you're the experts. I wouldn't expect my archway to come out like yours. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? It's just not what I do. Nor would I expect you to be able to interview the way I interview. Everybody has what they're good at. And I always say, these DIY projects, not for me anymore. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'd rather see someone else do it, make the money,
Yeah.
and it come out perfect. That's the way I look at it. You have a website?
Yes, it's www.bluelimeevents.com.
Okay, so www.bluelimeevents.com.
Yes.
Okay, our phone number?
It's 772-212-5288.
So, people don't come to your location, because there's really no need to come to your location.
I mean, probably there were some customers that want to see like
We
the
have a picky
colors.
customer. That,
Right, but it's not something that someone walks off the street and you're not open all the time, right? You're
Yeah.
Yeah, only mostly, but we are like setting
Working.
up, coming out here, and we take a lot of like last minute orders. Like you say, people think that they can do it by themselves, and they realize that it's Friday
Yeah.
and they haven't done anything. So just call me, go, hey, I'm sorry, can you do this for tomorrow? I say, okay, let's do it.
Well, that's you. Be
Yeah.
smart and say, hey, no, we can't.
No, we are full.
Right, we
So
are.
sorry.
I
We are
get that.
booked.
All right. We're at the
So
top of our
mostly
time.
it's just like by appointment because we have to run errands
Right.
around here and there, and sometimes we could just last minute order. Just to like if customer wants to come and see what is my contract, what we do, the colors, or probably they want to be sure that this is a real business because it's not common. So
It's very, very not.
Yes.
That's the reason you're here, because it's not common.
Yeah.
And you need to let people know that this kind of business exists, because people don't think it. They'll go to a party city and they'll sit there and blow up balloons, okay, either with this pump thing, okay, or by themselves, or they'll get all their friends and family to come, and it's never going to be the same as a
Yeah.
professional.
They buy a balloon kit online or in Paris City, and then they call us. Listen, I need help.
Right, right, that's the way it is. We're at the top of our time.
Yeah.
Andrea, thank you for coming on.
no, thank you so
Hey,
much.
it's a
Our
pleasure.
pleasure.
Great day.
Everybody, check them out. It's something that you really don't have to do yourself, because there are companies out there that are not what you might be used to, like theirs, that will save you time and money. Have a great day. We'll be right back.